Hey guys, Geek Cubed here, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a basic thing here with D&D. If you don't know what this is Dungeons and Dragons. This is a tutorial on how to do up to 16 attacks per turn. Now, this can be different if you have a DM who does not really like something like this going on. But it can't. If you have a pretty laid back DM, then I wouldn't be surprised if they'd let you do this. Because I'll show you why. Gotta find page 25. Page 25. Because page 25 is the fighter class. Now, fighter class is definitely important here. So, as fighters, you pretty much can choose any way, like a bunch of different ways to go. It's a pretty basic class, and most starters will, like new people to D&D, will use fighters for their first game. So, fighters can have the fighting style of two-weapon fighting. Now, you might already see where I'm going with this if you know fighters well. But, so, at least in my D&D games, when you can take one action to attack with two swords without even having to use like that counts as one attack, is two sword swings if you're wearing two swords. Now, this here, the two-weapon fighting, will of course add your ability modifier to the second attack, which is always beneficial. But now, that won't be as big of a deal since you're making 16 attacks. Actually, no, it would be every other attack then, because it lets you deal extra attacks. Like, see, here, extra attack. At the beginning of 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once, whenever you take the attack action on your turn. On level 11, you can do it 3 times, and level 20, you can do it 4 times. Now, you do have to be level 20 to be able to do this, but once you're level 20, you can deal a lot of damage doing this. So pretty much how this will work is you get to level 20, you have 4 attacks, right? You already have your two-weapon fighting. And then you have your second wind, which I believe... No, that's a different one. Hold on. Sorry guys, I had a little confusion here. But I figured out where it is. So, Action Surge at level 2 lets you take an additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. So, this, you can't do this infinitely, but you do get to do this pretty good. It's pretty good. Dominable Action Surge. So by the time you're at level 17th, then you will have maxed out having 2 Action Surge uses, which means that you between 2 long or short rests, you can deal up to 2 16-hit slashes. Now how this works is with 2 swords, that swinging both swords counts as 1 attack action. So, if you can do 4 attack actions, that means that you can swing 8 times. Now, if you use second wind, that gives you an extra action. So, with that extra action, you can then attack another 4 times, which is technically 8 times. So, that will allow you to be able to deal 16 powerful slashes. Now, it doesn't even matter what weapon you use as long as they're one-handed weapons. And I believe that you can actually pick a second archetype. Yeah, which means I believe that you get a second fighting style at some point. And I would definitely recommend using the defense or possibly protection, because those two are really the only ones that are going to apply to you. Actually, no, just defense, because you can't use a shield while you're using 2 swords. So, the best thing to do is select 2-weapon fighting first and then get defense. Sorry if you can hear my dog. He's a little rowdy, but I definitely recommend defense because then you get an extra AC and you get to attack 16 times twice in a turn. And even if you don't, and even if you're not 20th level yet, you can still do 12 attacks with an action surge, and if you're above level 11, because then you get 2 extra attacks. So that's pretty much what I got for you today. I just had a little tutorial on how to do that. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. Ski Cubed out.